Chiefs Kingdom, welcome to Kansas City Chiefs today. Are you dying to know what Veach is cooking up for the 2025 season? The Chiefs are reloading for another Super Bowl run, but what do Veach's bold offseason moves really say about their chances? From draft steals to free agent signings, this video breaks down the logic behind every key decision and reveals how Veach is reshaping the roster for dominance. Is this the masterclass that keeps the Chiefs on top? Stick around as we dive into Veach's vision, analyze the new blood, and project the team's future. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and let's get started. Veach, the architect of the Chiefs' modern dynasty, has a clear philosophy: build a sustainable winner around Patrick Mahomes. His approach isn't about chasing quick fixes, it's about long-term dominance. Veach blends aggressive trades, savvy drafts, and calculated free agent signings to keep Kansas City competitive. Since taking over as GM in 2017, he's orchestrated moves like trading for Frank Clark and drafting stars like Travis Kelce and Chris Jones, proving his knack for talent evaluation. Veach's vision prioritizes flexibility, ensuring the Chiefs can adapt to injuries, cap constraints, or roster turnover. This strategy has fueled 5 straight AFC Championship appearances and 3 Super Bowl titles. By balancing youth and veteran leadership, Veach keeps the roster fresh while maintaining a championship core. His off-season moves in 2025 reflect this blueprint, setting the stage for another deep playoff run. Let's explore how he's executing this vision. Veach's genius lies in his refusal to mortgage the future for short-term gains. While some GMs chase splashy signings, Veach plays chess, not checkers. His 2022 trade of Tyreek Hill for 5 draft picks showed his willingness to take risks for long-term value. Those picks helped build depth with players like Jalen Watson and Isaiah Pacheco. In 2025, with limited cap space, projected at just $12 million under the $279.2 million cap, Veach focused on retaining homegrown talent like Nick Bolton while adding strategic free agents. His moves aren't always flashy, but they're calculated to sustain success. Veach's ability to rework contracts, like those of Mahomes and Chris Jones, keeps the Chiefs financially flexible. This approach ensures Kansas City remains a contender even as stars age or depart. It's a masterclass in roster management that's kept the Chiefs in the Super Bowl conversation year after year. The Chiefs' sustained success isn't luck, it's Veach's meticulous planning. His ability to identify undervalued talent, like 7th-round pick Isaiah Pacheco or 6th-rounder Trey Smith, has built a roster that's both deep and dynamic. Veach's aggressive draft trades, like moving up for Rashee Rice in 2023, show his belief in targeting impact players. His free agent signings, such as Tyrann Mathieu in 2019, have added veteran leadership to complement young stars. Even after a crushing Super Bowl loss to the Eagles in 2024, Veach didn't panic. Instead, he doubled down on his philosophy, addressing weaknesses while preserving the team's core. The result? A 15-2 regular season in 2024 and a roster poised for 2025. Veach's decisions have created a culture of winning, making Kansas City a destination for players who want rings. This offseason, he's taken that blueprint to new heights. Let's dive into the draft. The 2025 NFL Draft was a showcase of Veach's drafting prowess, and the crown jewel was first-round pick Josh Simmons, an offensive tackle from Ohio State. Acquired at pick 32 via a trade with Philadelphia, Simmons addresses a critical need on the offensive line, exposed in the Super Bowl loss. At 6 feet 5 inches and 310 pounds, Simmons brings elite athleticism and pass-blocking skills, perfect for protecting Patrick Mahomes. Analysts praise his quick feet and ability to handle speed rushers, making him an immediate starter at left tackle. Veach's decision to trade back one spot and still land Simmons was a masterstroke, preserving draft capital while filling a glaring hole. Simmons fits Andy Reid's scheme, which relies on a strong line to give Mahomes time to create. This pick not only strengthens the present but secures the line for years to come. Let's look at more draft gems. Veach didn't stop with Simmons. The Chiefs' 2025 draft class added depth with 3rd-round pick Ashton Gillotte, a defensive end from Louisville, and 4th-rounder Jalen Royals, a wide receiver from Utah State. Gillotte, a high-motor pass rusher, recorded 14.5 sacks in college and brings relentless energy to Steve Spagnuolo's defense. He's a rotational piece who could develop into a starter alongside Chris Jones. Royals, a speedster with 4.4 speed, stretches the field, complementing Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice. His 1,200-yard college season shows he can be a deep threat for Mahomes. Veach targeted players who fit specific roles, addressing defensive line depth and offensive explosiveness. Both picks reflect Veach's knack for finding value in mid-round selections, a hallmark of his tenure. These rookies may not start immediately, but their potential to contribute in 2025 and beyond makes them exciting additions to the roster. Veach's 2025 draft strategy was laser-focused on addressing roster needs while building for the future. With the offensive line a priority after Joe Thuney's trade and DJ Humphrey's departure, Josh Simmons was a home run. The defensive line, another area of concern after Derek Nady's exit, got a boost with Ashton Gillotte. Jalen Royals adds speed to a receiver room that lost Justin Watson. Veach's ability to trade strategically, like moving back one spot to secure Simmons, maximized value. His mid-round picks, like Gillotte and Royals, echo past successes with players like L'Jarius Sneed and Trey Smith. The draft also deepened the roster, critical for a team facing a grueling 21,695-mile travel schedule in 2025. By targeting high-upside players who fit Andy Reid's system, Veach ensured the Chiefs remain versatile and resilient. These selections set the stage for a dynamic free agency haul. In free agency, Veach made calculated moves to plug roster holes, starting with offensive tackle Jalen Moore. Signed to a 2-year, $30 million deal, Moore, a former 49er, brings starting experience and versatility to the left tackle spot. His signing addresses the Chiefs' biggest weakness, exposed in the Super Bowl against Philadelphia's pass rush. Moore's athleticism and run-blocking fit Reid's scheme, providing stability alongside Josh Simmons. Critics called Moore's contract one of the offseason's worst moves due to its cost, but Veach prioritized protecting Mahomes. Moore's 2024 performance, with 0 sacks allowed in 12 starts, justifies the investment. This move shows Veach's willingness to spend on premium positions while managing a tight $12 million cap space. By pairing Moore with Simmons, Veach has rebuilt the offensive line into a strength, giving Mahomes the time to dissect defenses. Next, let's talk about the defensive additions. The Chiefs secondary got a major upgrade with the signing of cornerback Kristian Fulton to a 2-year, $20 million deal. Fulton, a former Charger, was the number 8 corner in free agency rankings, bringing lockdown coverage skills to pair with Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson. His 2024 stats, 6 pass breakups and 2 interceptions, show he can handle top receivers. Veach and defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo targeted Fulton to replace Justin Reid, who left in free agency. Fulton's speed and physicality fit Spag's aggressive scheme, allowing the Chiefs to play more man coverage. This signing addresses a 2024 weakness, where the secondary struggled against deep threats. With young safeties Brian Cook and Jaden Hicks stepping up, Fulton's veteran presence stabilizes the back end. Veach's ability to land a high-upside player like Fulton without breaking the bank shows his free agency finesse. Let's explore the running back addition. Veach didn't overlook the running game, signing former 49ers running back Elijah Mitchell to a 1-year, $3.5 million deal. Mitchell, who missed 2024 with a hamstring injury, brings 4.4 speed and explosiveness to the backfield. Pairing him with Isaiah Pacheco creates a dynamic duo that can stress defenses. Mitchell's 2021 rookie season, 960 yards and 5 touchdowns, shows his potential when healthy. Veach took a calculated risk, betting on Mitchell's recovery to add a change of pace back to complement Pacheco's bruising style. With Kareem Hunt re-signed and Samaj Perine departing, Mitchell's speed addresses a 2024 weakness, the lack of a home run threat in the run game. This move aligns with Veach's philosophy of finding value in low-cost, high-upside players. If Mitchell stays healthy, he could be a game-changer in Andy Reid's offense, opening up play-action opportunities for Mahomes. Let's look at other signings. Veach's offseason wasn't just about new faces. He prioritized keeping homegrown talent. Linebacker Nick Bolton signed a 3-year, $45 million extension, locking in a defensive leader. Bolton's 2024 stats, 112 tackles and 2 sacks, made him a priority for Steve Spagnuolo's scheme. Wide receiver Hollywood Brown also returned on a 1-year deal, providing Mahomes with a reliable deep threat. Brown's 2024 season, 710 yards, 5 touchdowns, showed his chemistry with Mahomes. Re-signing Juju Smith-Schuster and Kareem Hunt on 1-year deals added veteran depth. Veach's focus on retaining players like Bolton and Brown reflects his belief in continuity. With guard Trey Smith franchise tagged, Veach is working to extend him long-term, though his projected $82 million deal poses a cap challenge. These moves ensure the Chiefs' core remains intact, blending experience with youth. Veach's ability to balance retention and new additions is key to the team's success. Veach's 2025 offseason was a surgical strike on the Chiefs' weaknesses. The offensive line, a liability in the Super Bowl, was revamped with Jalen Moore and Josh Simmons. The secondary, exposed by big plays in 2024, gained Kristian Fulton's coverage skills. The running game, lacking speed, got a boost with Elijah Mitchell. Veach also addressed defensive line depth with Jerry Tillery's one-year deal, adding versatility to play inside or on the edge. These moves weren't random. They targeted specific 2024 flaws while aligning with Andy Reid's and Steve Spagnuolo's systems. Veach's cap management, restructuring Mahomes and Jones contracts, allowed these signings despite limited space. His strategy avoids overpaying for big names, instead finding value in players like Mitchell and Tillery, who fit specific roles. This approach keeps the Chiefs versatile, ready to adapt to injuries or matchups. Now, let's project the roster's strengths. The Chiefs' 2025 roster is loaded with strengths. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Chris Jones form an elite core, backed by a revamped offensive line with Josh Simmons and Jalen Moore. The receiving core, Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown, and Jalen Royals, offers speed and versatility. Defensively, Nick Bolton and Trent McDuffie anchor a young, aggressive unit, with Kristian Fulton adding veteran savvy. However, weaknesses remain. The defensive line lacks depth beyond Jones and Gillette, especially after Tershawn Wharton's departure. The safety group, led by Brian Cook and Jaden Hicks, is talented but inexperienced after Justin Reid's exit. Running back health is a concern, with Mitchell's injury history and Pacheco's physical style. Veach's draft and free agency moves have minimized these gaps, but depth will be tested over a 17-game season and playoffs. Still, this roster is built for contention. Let's talk Super Bowl chances. Can the Chiefs reclaim the Super Bowl in 2025? Their 15-2 record in 2024 and Veach's offseason moves make them a top contender. The revamped offensive line and dynamic skill players give Mahomes the tools to dominate. Defensively, Steve Spagnuolo's unit, with additions like Fulton and Gillette, can pressure quarterbacks and limit big plays. However, the AFC is stacked, with teams like the Bills, Ravens, and Bengals looming. The Chiefs' 21,695-mile travel schedule could test their depth, especially at defensive line and safety. Still, Veach's roster is versatile, built to adapt to injuries or matchups. Analysts like Jacob Kamenker predict a 12-5 record, with a deep playoff run likely. The Eagles, who dominated them in Super Bowl 59, remain a hurdle, but Kansas City's revenge game is set for 2025. With Mahomes leading the charge, the Chiefs are never out of the fight. The Chiefs face significant challenges in 2025. A brutal travel schedule, including international games against the Chargers in Brazil and holiday matchups, could wear down the roster. Defensive line depth and safety inexperience are concerns, especially against mobile quarterbacks like Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. The loss of veterans like Justin Reid and Tershawn Wharton stings, and integrating new players like Elijah Mitchell carries risk. But opportunities abound. Josh Simmons and Jalen Moore could transform the offensive line into a strength, giving Mahomes time to exploit defenses. Kristian Fulton's addition makes the secondary more dynamic, potentially neutralizing top receivers. The draft class, led by Simmons, Gillette, and Royals, offers upside for immediate and future impact. Veach's track record suggests he'll address depth issues via trades or late signings. With Andy Reid's play calling and Mahomes' magic, the Chiefs are poised to capitalize on these opportunities. Brett Veach's legacy is undeniable. Since 2017, he's built a championship machine, delivering 3 Super Bowl titles and 5 AFC championships. His bold moves, trading Tyreek Hill, drafting Patrick Mahomes, signing key free agents, have redefined roster building. The 2025 offseason, with picks like Josh Simmons and signings like Jalen Moore, continues this blueprint. Veach's ability to balance star power with depth, manage a tight cap, and find value in mid-round picks sets him apart. His vision has made Kansas City a dynasty, attracting players who want to win. As the Chiefs chase another ring, Veach's impact will shape their legacy for years. He's not just a GM, he's a master strategist whose work will be studied by future front offices. Chiefs Kingdom owes much of its pride to Veach's relentless pursuit of excellence. Let's celebrate his genius and look forward to 2025. That's a wrap on Veach's 2025 Offseason Masterclass, Chiefs Kingdom. From drafting Josh Simmons to signing Kristian Fulton, Brett Veach has the Chiefs primed for another Super Bowl run. What do you think of his moves? Are Simmons and more the answer for the O-line? Can Fulton lock down the secondary? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one. If you loved this deep dive, smash that like button and share this video with fellow Chiefs fans. Don't forget to subscribe to Kansas City Chiefs Today and hit the bell so you never miss an update on your favorite team. Want more roster breakdowns or game previews? Let me know what's next. Thanks for watching, and let's keep rooting for the red and gold. Until next time, stay loud, Chiefs Kingdom, and let's chase that Super Bowl in 2025. Go Chiefs!